What's going on, everyone? Jack here from Half Chrome, and this is the Cogito Specta Air. This is going to be the last video that I'm making about this drone. I've done a whole bunch of videos. We did a teardown, we did some range testing, we did some comparisons, but this is going to be a standalone video about this drone and what it is. We'll probably come back and do a long-term review about this drone, but for now, let's get into what is the Specta Air, and is it worthy of you spending your hard-earned cash to buy one? If this thing looks familiar, that's because it shares its hardware and its software with the DJI Air 3, and that's actually a really good thing. So let's start here with the camera. This is an awesome camera, actually cameras. There are two lenses on here. We have a wide angle and a medium telephoto lens. The wide angle is a 24mm equivalent with an f1.7 aperture. The telephoto is a 3x optical zoom with a 70mm equivalent and an f2.8 aperture. Both of these cameras have the same sensor, which is really nice. It's a 1/1.3 inch sensor, so it does a really nice job in most applications. I'm a big fan of both of these cameras, and switching between the two of them is really easy. It offers for some really great flexibility and creativity. Now you can capture 48 megapixel photos with these cameras, and you can shoot 4K 60 HDR videos in either one as well. There are 3 color profiles on this drone. And most of the videos we shot were with the normal color profile, and it's actually really good. But if you're into color grading and you want a little bit more flexibility, you have 2 other options. You have 10-bit HLG and also a log M profile. So if you like to color grade, you want a little bit more flexibility, again, that's great for us pros. But if you're not a professional and you just want good pictures and video, yeah, the normal profile is pretty awesome. Now, I have a lot of flights with this drone, but it isn't just me. My brother-in-law, Chris, has also taken quite a few shots with it. He actually just took it out to Palm Springs on a family vacation, got some awesome pictures and video out there. This drone is just so intuitive and easy to use. You know, it kind of makes anybody pretty solid photographer. And this 720-gram drone really does a nice job and can handle the wind. It is just an easy drone to use and very capable. The Specta Air here has a bunch of intelligent flight modes. We have droning, we have rocket, we have asteroid, we have master shots. There's an intelligent return to home, and so much more. A lot of really convenient ways to fly this drone. You can also take a handful of different panoramic photos, as well as a bunch of different ways to shoot hyperlapse video. It also has active track, so if you have a particular subject that you want to keep in focus or follow, you can do that. And part of the reason that is possible is because this drone has full 360-degree obstacle avoidance, right? We've got 2 cameras here in the front, they're kind of pointing out. We've got 2 cameras here in the back that are also pointing out, and 2 cameras on the bottom. Now, there are no cameras up here on top, so you gotta keep that in mind, right? You don't want to fly up into something, but it is nice that it has this obstacle avoidance. Now, I don't suggest that you rely on obstacle avoidance. That will get you into trouble. And we did some testing on the obstacle avoidance here with this drone and how it compared to the obstacle avoidance with the Air 3. The short version is, it's pretty good. It's not Skydio quality obstacle avoidance, but it is really good. It does better in normal mode than it does in Nifty. Nifty kind of has it fly fun little patterns around things. If you just want to avoid your obstacles, put it in normal, or you can put it in brake and it'll just stop when it comes up to something. Now, this Specta here has a 46-minute flight time. Now, no, you're probably not going to get 46 minutes, but you are going to get at least 35 minutes when you're flying. That really depends on how you fly, where you fly, when you're flying, the conditions around you. There's so much that goes into flight time. But I found between 30 and 35 minutes of flight is pretty good, and I'm still able to land my drone with some battery left. You don't want to drain these batteries to 0. That just shortens up their lifespan. But this thing's going to stay in the air for quite some time for you. Okay, so this Specta Air has a range of 20 kilometers. That's 12.4 miles. That is super far. No, you're not going to fly it that far away. Range will vary greatly depending on where you're flying. So just kind of keep that in mind. So why do I need a 12-mile range? Well, you probably don't, but it is great to have that peace of mind that that range is so good and you're going to get that clear reception. You know, if you're flying in a Wi-Fi noisy area or somewhere with a lot of trees or some little obstacles, this is going to give you that signal strength, that signal quality, that signal fidelity that you're looking for. How does this drone do that? Well, it relies on DJI's O4 technology, which is a great transmission system, and the same system in the Air 3. Yeah, we put them up together and they perform the same in terms of range. So I keep mentioning the DJI Air 3. That's this drone right here. And that's because the Specta Air is basically an Air 3. When I say basically an Air 3, I mean it has the same hardware, it has the same software. It's the same drone. Not like a clone or something that looks like it or performs kind of like it. No, it's the same drone, it's the same hardware, it's the same software, it's probably coming off the same assembly line. This drone is just like a DJI Air 3. There are a couple of small differences in the software. You cannot swap batteries. You get an error, right? If I try to put an Air 3 battery in here, that won't work. I cannot fly this with any of my DJI remotes, but I can swap props. I can swap ND filters. I can even charge my Specta batteries with my DJI charger. So there are some things that are interchangeable, but not everything. So why would you buy this drone instead of the one from DJI? Well, for starters, you can get this drone with this Specta RC for $1,200. Now, if I wanted this drone with that remote from DJI, it's going to cost me $1,355. So I do get a small price discount. So Cogito may be new to the drone market, but they are an established company in Hong Kong. And this Specta Air isn't the only drone that they're going to offer. They actually have another one in the works. It's this guy here. This is the Specta Mini. Yep, it does look familiar, doesn't it? It's essentially a DJI Mini 2 sold by Specta. So this is going to be an awesome little drone as well, and also probably offered at a lower price point than DJI can. Specta is offering their drones on Amazon for US-based customers only at a slightly lower price. Now, you do have a 1-year warranty, and you do have the backing from Amazon. That's who they're selling these things through. What you don't have is DJI Care Refresh. Now, I've bought drones from Amazon, DJI drones from Amazon, and got Amazon insurance policies on those drones. You can even contact your insurance provider and put one of these things on your policy, if that's something you're worried about. Overall, I'm a big fan of the Specta Air here. The DJI Air 3 is my favorite camera drone, and the Specta Air is identical in nearly every way. The dual camera system is awesome and offers so much flexible creativity. While Cogito may not have the name that DJI does, it does have the hardware. Only available on Amazon right now in the United States. And I'd probably check, right? So I'm making this video in March of 2024. So if you're watching this video at a later date and Cogito is still going strong, I'd be pretty confident in buying their drone. I've had a great experience flying my Specta Air, and I can't wait to get into this Specta Mini. To me, this company doesn't feel like a one and done, but I totally get people having some reservations about this new company. Another small concern I have is there are no accessories available for the Specta Air yet. I was told they're coming, but you should be able to get a battery, extra batteries and things like that around the time of the Specta Mini release. I'll leave a link down below so you can check out their website. You can learn more about these drones and check out the videos that I've made comparing this thing to the Air 3, tearing it down, all sorts of good stuff about the Specta Air. If you are interested in buying one of these drones, we have links down below. They are affiliate links, but they do help support the channel and they don't cost you a thing. That just allows us to keep making videos to inform you about these drones. If you're thinking about going pro, make sure you check out our Part 107 information. We've got a handful of free videos and even more for our Patreons. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Good luck, everyone, and happy flying.